Hi Haley, how's it going? Are you feeling a little bit more recovered today than you were yesterday? You ready to crush it? Awesome. Good stuff. Just getting timer set up. Hi Lauren, you made it. Tammy, awesome. So happy you guys are here. Just gonna wait maybe another minute or so. See if anyone else is brave enough to join us tonight, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. So, you guys are gonna need your weights for today. So whatever you have, if you've got dumbbells, great. Kettlebells, great. Hi Taylor. Even if you guys wanna grab like soup cans, whatever. If you guys saw my link with some ideas for at-home weights, that's a great thing to kind of reference just so you've got a couple things on hand. Even if you don't have any weights, so this is still gonna be better than doing nothing. So I'm gonna give it about, I don't know, 20, 30 more seconds or so, and then we'll get into warm up. So if you haven't already, go grab everything that you need. Just gonna move Frank so that he doesn't freak out and try to get up in the middle of this. All right. Okay, volume is okay? You guys can hear me? If you guys want to put your own music on in the background, it's totally fine. As long as you can hear me, we're all good to go. Hi, Jen. Jen had some foresight and asked to move her workout instead of at 7:15 tomorrow morning. Now we're meeting later. Kind of smart. You don't get to see me twice in like less than 12 hours now. Okay, I think we're gonna get rocking and rolling. So you guys have all of your equipment. Today is strength. So it's gonna be a little bit more hardcore than just the glutes. We're aiming to actually get your body to perform better with heavier weights. And we're working in a rep range that is gonna help damage muscles in a way that you're actually building new muscle tissue. So lots of good stuff. So we'll get warmed up with our usual, some nice squats. So start by shooting your bum back. Check out your knees. If you guys are just bringing your knees straight forward, you're gonna run out of room. So give yourself a little bit of that toe flare, knees out, so that your knees have something to track over and make room for your body. Good. So just taking it easy right now. You do not have to go as fast as I'm going. Just start to get those big movers warmed up, get the blood flowing. How's energy so far today? We're on week 2 of these virtual workouts. You guys are hopefully still feeling good. Okay, we're moving into those side lunges. So bum's shooting back behind you. Get a little bit of stretch on that inner thigh. And then switch. And switch. Good. So I want you guys to focus a little bit on that stretch right now. And in a couple of reps, we're gonna switch our focus. And now we're gonna start to think about pushing off the outside edge of that foot to really start to get the glutes to work, okay? So from the side, I'm really shooting the glutes back behind me, pulling my abs in still. Good, couple more of these. Okay, we're gonna go into those inchworms. So you're gonna reach way up. You can give yourself a little bit of a back bend if you want. Hands are gonna come down onto the floor. You're gonna walk out into a tall plank. Hold that for a second to get your abs to start engaging so they work for us. And then come down to like a cobra. Pop those heels or those toes back underneath you. Into up dog. Walk it back and up. So we're doing a bunch of things here. We're starting to mobilize those tight muscles. We're starting to get your core turned on. So it works for us, glutes and abs and back. We're starting to turn those shoulders on. Even working on some ankle mobility as we come up through that up dog. So lots of good stuff happening in one little sequence here. So not just warming the body up, but preparing your nervous system for everything we're about to do too. All right, and one more. So each time you should start to feel a little bit more lubed up. Good. Okay, we're gonna hit the deck. We're gonna finish off with some glutes, some abs, and some shoulder rotation stuff. So we'll just do some bodyweight glutes to start. Bodyweight bridges, sorry. Okay, dig your elbows right into the ground. Push that floor away. Don't worry about height here. You're just trying to wake those glutes up. If you guys have been sitting at the desk all day, they have been pancaked, not getting any love. So we have to kind of do some CPR on them right now so they show up for us. Okay, we're gonna get 3 more. Here's 2. Last one. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but for our abs. So we've been talking about this a lot lately, but I want you guys to think about making that letter C in your lower back, okay? So there's no space between your lower back and the floor. You're making that happen by pulling your hip bones up and in towards your belly button. So you should be feeling it in that space in your abs from your belly button down. So squeeze it and release. Nothing is happening in my lower body. It's all just coming from a little tilt back with my hips back and into my belly button. So release and tilt. If you think about your pelvis like a sink, if we're releasing, the water's flowing up the front, and we want to tilt the water so it spills into the belly button. Okay, so let's do a couple more of these. Really focus on feeling it in that area, belly button and below. Getting rid of the arch in your lower back. Pressing your lower back as hard as you can into the floor by making that letter C. We're drawing your belly button to your spine. Lots of different cues for you to think about. One of them will resonate with you. Okay, one more. And you're just gonna come to a kneeling position. You get shoulders warmed up a little bit, so you're in that 90 position here. Elbows are gonna stay in line with your shoulders. Very gently and slowly, you're gonna come forward. So from the side, this is what's happening. The more that you do of these, the more you should be able to get your hand to come underneath that elbow. We're usually pretty tight in there. So these guys are just little tiny muscles and they are very prone to tearing. So that's why we want to be gentle. You can feel a little bit of a gentle stretch there, but nothing too crazy. Okay, same idea, except now we're gonna rotate this way. So you're gonna glue your elbows to your ribs and open them up like so. Okay? So we're starting to pull them away from our bodies. Elbows are still staying anchored to the ribs as much as you can. A couple more of these. And last one here. You guys can come back up to standing. We're just gonna do some circumduction with the shoulders. So a couple of really big scoops forward. A couple more here. And then same thing going in the opposite direction. You can do one at a time if you want. However feels good. Okay, I think we're ready to rock and roll, guys. So we're working a tricep again. So you've got 3 exercises back to back. I'll tell you what they are and then we're gonna do them. Everything's on the timer, so we don't have to worry about counting reps. We just have to worry about kicking some butt. So the first thing you guys are gonna need is a medium to heavy weighted dumbbell, just one. We're gonna do dumbbell goblet squats with a really yucky pause at the bottom. So you're gonna take your dumbbell, or whatever weight you're using. We've done some goblets and some of the other workouts that we've done so far, so this might be familiar for some of you. That dumbbell is gonna go right against your chest. You're gonna hold it like you're taking a sip out of a goblet. You've got 2 points of contact here. Number 1 is up here. Number 2 is down by the sternum. And that's just to help you keep your chest up. It's a good cue. So if you start to round through your upper back, this is going to leave your body. But if that chest is up nice and high, you're gonna still feel both points of contact, okay? So that's what's happening here. And in your legs, you're just in your squat. I want you to try and get down to about parallel with your thighs. So that means parallel to the ground. So I'm not up here. I'm missing out on a lot of range of motion here. But if I come down here, things are really starting to work. This is where we're gonna give it about a 2-second hold and then come back up. okay? So this is exercise number 1, your goblet squats. For all of these exercises, if you have the option, do it with the weight that's gonna challenge you, like you know is gonna challenge you first, and then you can have something a little bit lighter lined up so that you can just quickly switch out if you need to, or just drop down to body weight. We always want quality over quantity. So don't be too proud to ditch the weight if you feel like things are getting yucky. So that's number 1. Number 2, you guys are gonna be in a tall kneeling position. So all that is up on your knees. This is really important because this is gonna make sure your core is turned on a lot while we do this. You're gonna take your butt, tuck it under really hard, so you're making that bad dog position. Then your ribs, so we get those abs on, you're gonna do that aggressive exhale, okay, now ribs go down, pin them there. So we've got butt going in this way and ribs going in that way. Off, on, okay? Now the core is set. In your upper body, you're doing dumbbell curl to an overhead press. So your dumbbells are gonna be in front of you. Your elbows are glued to the fronts of your ribs, okay? So they're not here, they're in front. From the side, this is what that looks like. You're going to do curl to press, back down, curl, press, down, down. From the front, curl, press, down, down, okay? One thing that's super important here is that whenever this goes over your head, you're gonna have to fight extra hard to keep the arch out of your lower back. You're gonna have to really keep those ribs down and the butt tucked, all right? So just be aware of that. I'll give you guys lots of reminders when we get there, but that's super important for keeping your spine safe. And then the third one is just a dumbbell bent over row. So if you've got lots of experience with these, use one in each hand, and I'll show you the modification if this is kind of new for you, or if you only have really heavy dumbbells. So what you're gonna do is come down into like a deadlift position, basically. You're still making that letter C in your lower spine, so you're not super arched here. Abs are pulled in, nips are to the sky, and then you're going to grab these with an underhand grip, so your palms are facing away from you or up to the sky, and you're just going to pull in to your hips, give it a good squeeze, and then let them go straight back down, okay? So you are working against gravity. Sometimes this can be confusing for people, so I'm gonna give you another visual that I find helps people. So if you've ever seen at the gym, there's that machine where you sit in the chair and then there's the cables and you're pulling in like this. What we're doing is the exact same movement. All we've done is check out where my legs are in comparison to my torso. All we've done is taken that and inverted it. Okay, so that is the movement you were trying to create. Arms go straight forward, arms come straight in. That's your third exercise. If this is the first time you've done rows, or you've got a heavier weight, you can share one dumbbell between 2 hands and still do the same thing. Okay, here it is from the front. All right guys, so let's get ready. If you need water, I'll give you a quick second to grab it, and then we're getting into things. All right, so I am going to be using a kettlebell for my squat, so don't let that throw you off, just because I have these adjustable weights that are kind of a pain in the butt to deal with in between sets, so it's just gonna make things more efficient. But if you guys don't have a kettlebell, don't worry about it, just use what you have. Okay, so get ready for your goblet squats. Here is our 5-second warning, guys. 2, 1, here we go. So coming down, hold it for about 2 seconds here, and power up. Hold, power up. Keep your chest up nice and high. The entire time, you are drawing your abs in, okay? Don't cheat yourself on depth. Go down to that scary part. Even if it's just an inch lower than what you feel comfortable with, go there. Okay guys, we've got 15 seconds left, hang in there. Nice and slow, hold it, and up. Keep those knees pointing out so you've got room for your body to come down. 3 seconds. And rest, good job. All right, moving into number 2. So that's the tall kneeling overhead dumbbell curl to press. So grab your dumbbells. My brain is not working today at all, apparently. 8-second warning, guys. Butt tucked under, ribs are down. 2, 1, here we go. So curl, press, back down and down. When you press, elbows come narrow, elbows go wide, then they go back to ribs. Curl, elbows out, elbows in. Okay. Make sure those glutes are still on. 20 seconds. Elbows out, press. Good. So check this out. When I press, I'm not bringing my hands out in front of me. They're coming slightly behind my ears. So curl, press slightly behind, and down. 3 seconds. And rest. Good job. Okay, you're ready for those bent over rows. So either one dumbbell in each hand, or you can share one dumbbell between 2 hands. Just over 10 seconds, guys. All right, here is our 5-second warning. Go ahead and pick them up, palms facing up. And here we go. So as you're pulling those dumbbells in towards your body, you want to think about taking your shoulder blades and pulling them in to meet each other at your spine. So you should feel that a lot right about where your bra strap is. Give it a good squeeze. As your arms come back down, do not release the shoulder blades. The way down should be the hardest part of the movement. Nice and slow and controlled. Give it a nice squeeze at the top. Really teach your muscles what you want from them. If we just rush through this, there's not going to be enough time for them to figure it out. Okay, you got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job. All right, super quick water break, guys. Well done. That was round number 1. We've got one more. How are you guys doing? Anybody new? Angie, hi. Jennifer, Rhonda, nice to see you guys. All right, enough break time. Get ready for your goblet squats, guys. Here's your 5-second warning. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hold it at the bottom for 2. Power up. Hold it at the bottom for 2. Power up. If you feel like you've got your legs dialed in, really start to bring the focus to your abs and your mid-back. So you want to keep your chest up, so nips to the sky, and your belly button is drawn right in towards your spine. Okay, guys, we're more than halfway there. Good. So from the side, I'm making sure I'm not doing this. Chest stays up. Belly button's drawn right in. We've got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job. All right, back to those kneeling dumbbell curls into the overhead press. So get set up with your bum tucked under, ribs down. 7-second warning. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, off we go. Curl, press. Okay, check out from the side. My elbows are glued to the fronts of my ribs. When I do my curl, elbows out, elbows narrow, back to my ribs. When I press overhead, those dumbbells are coming behind my ears. My arms are coming behind my ears, not in front of my face. On this next one, when you go overhead, I want you to really think about getting your abs on. The ribs down, bum under. 5 seconds to go. Your butt should be on fire, guys. And rest, good job. All right, get ready for those rows. We still got 15 seconds on our side. You have time for a quick sip if you need. 8-second warning, guys. Palms up to the sky, okay? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So row in, squeeze, slowly lower. Good. When you're in this bent over position, Do not forget about your abs. So you are gonna try to pull your belly button slightly away from your waistband. You're thinking about hugging the baby. You're not letting your intestines flow out onto the ground. Hug it all in. All right, squeeze those shoulder blades in towards each other. My clients and I call that the spine party. They're gonna come into the spine together and have a party there. They wanna meet each other. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Good job. All right, that was circuit 1, guys. Go grab a quick sip if you need. And then I'll tell you what's next. Still doing good? I'm sweating already. Hi, Brenda. All right, so number 2, you've got your dumbbells again. You're gonna be going into a reverse lunge, okay? So imagine your dumbbells are in your hands here. You're going into a reverse lunge. While you're down here, you're gonna do a bicep curl. Bring your hands back down, step up, and then we're switching to the other side. Reverse, hold it, curl, and up. In that reverse lunge, your weight should primarily be in whatever leg is in front. You're gonna power up to that front heel and then switch. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, you've got dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. So if you have a bunch of options with weight, or even just like 1 or 2, choose whatever's heaviest for this because you will definitely have the power in your legs to lift something a little bit more. Your deadlifts, you're gonna keep your dumbbells in super close to your body, just like what we talked about in booty call on Monday. Shoot your bum way back behind you. You're only coming down as far as you can, where you can maintain that nice flat back. As soon as that back starts to hunch around, you've gone too far for where you're at right now. So only come down as far as you can where you can keep it nice. All right? Dumbbells are gonna stay in really close the whole time. And then number 3, you are going to use whatever your lightest weight is. We're gonna be doing a high pull. So, hang on 2 seconds, guys. Having an equipment malfunction here. Okay, so you're gonna do a high pull out here. So this is what it looks like from the side. These guys, whatever your weights are going to scrape the front of your body. Elbows are leading up. From here, you're going to extend outwards and then back in and down. Okay, so here, out, in, and down. If you have any neck or shoulder issues, go super light for this. If you're in the clear, then you can go a little bit heavier. If you start to feel anything, any tension happening in through here, the weight's too heavy, just drop it down a little bit. All right, so quick recap. We've got reverse lunge, bicep curl, and switch. Number 2, we've got dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. So you're here. And then number 3, you've got those high pulls into your extensions, back in and down. All right, I'm just gonna get my weight set up here. So go grab water if you need. All right, guys, 10-second warning. Get ready for those reverse lunges. I am making the biggest mess over here with my equipment today. All right, here is our 5-second warning. Reverse lunges with bicep curls at the bottom. Get ready. 2, 1, here we go. So down, curl, step up, and switch. Every time you're driving up, try to push that floor away from you with that front leg. When you are doing your bicep curls, do not let the momentum from the curl pull your body around. You have to stay nice and stable and strong for your torso and your legs. So I always tell my clients, like, think of the big bad wolf. He can't come and huff and puff and blow your house down. You are solid. Nothing's moving you down here. Good, you got 9 seconds, guys. Keep nips to the sky, belly buttons in. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, rest. Good, okay. A little bit of chill pill here, and then we're going into those deadlifts. I'm just gonna use my kettlebell for this because it's a little bit heavier than where my weights are set right now. And you guys can keep using your dumbbells. We've got 5 seconds to go. So you're gonna keep that weight in nice and close. And here we go. Squeeze your bum under and push it back. Only come down as low as you can where you're able to maintain that nice straight back. If you start to turn into the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you've gone too low. So shoot your bum back, tuck it under. Feel the stretch, tuck your butt under to get tall. You can think about stopping short at the top instead of thrusting through. Stop short, tuck to get tall. Good. So you guys should be feeling this definitely in your bum, backs of thighs, and all through your back. We got 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. All right, 15 seconds before we move into those high pulls with the extensions. Let's get ready, guys. 8 seconds. And here's our 5-second warning. All right, 3, 2, here we go. So bring them up and bring them out. In and down. So I'm doing kind of the same technique with my glutes and having my ribs down so I can engage my abs, just like we did in those tall kneeling bicep curl to overhead press in the first round, just to make sure that my core is locked and loaded and working for me. This one, aside from all the core work, is really working on our shoulders. So our delts have 3 muscles to them, and we are starting to get the front part, a little bit of the side, and a tiny little bit of the back here as well. We've got 3 seconds, 2, 1, and down. Good job. All right, guys, well done. That was round 1. Go grab some water really quick. I'm gonna keep rest a little bit shorter here. So hustle up. You guys still doing good? I think I gotta crack my window. I'm boiling already. All right, let's get ready for round 2. So you're starting with those reverse lunges. Here's the time. Now that you kind of know what you're up against, now's the time to start pressing yourself into some uncomfortable territory, all right? So let's get ready. 5-second warning. Starting with your reverse lunge. Here we go. Back, curl, down, and back up. Make sure you are solid on the way down. If you're stepping back, whatever leg you're stepping back with, the glute attached to that leg is gonna squeeze under like crazy. That is gonna take things up a level. You'll know as soon as you hit it. Good. Elbows should still be glued to the fronts of your ribs for those curls. We have hips, which makes this a little bit challenging to keep them dead on. So if you need to angle your arms out a little bit to make this work for you, it's totally fine. Still working the same muscles. 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, let's get one more in. And done. Good job. Okay, next one is gonna be those deadlifts. So same thing, if you're feeling comfortable with these, grab something a little heavier. Here is our 8-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, it's go time. So lock those shoulder blades back and think about holding your weight in close to your body the entire time. So you should feel that weight brushing against your legs always. Okay? If it's not, if you start feeling it fall away from your body, you're not engaging your back properly. And a lot of people just think that deadlifts are for legs and glutes, but it is actually a massive back exercise. So you're missing out on all of that. Also, as you start to lift heavier, it's gonna set you up for some pretty dangerous back stuff if you don't learn how to engage those. So really focus on that. One more. Rest. Good job. Okay. Last one here. High pulls into extensions. So you guys still have just over 10 seconds. Remember with this one, we want most of that work to be happening here and here. If you feel it in the neck, drop the weight down. 2, 1, here we go. So pull it up, extend out, in and down. Good, and down. Make sure that those glutes are on. Belly button is tucked in. It's really actually pretty interesting if you think about paying attention to your trunk and how it's working to stabilize you. When your arms change position, you can just feel the work kind of migrating across the front of your stomach as it starts to respond to you moving. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, guys. All right, go grab a quick sip of water. How's everybody doing so far? Hi, Marsha, you made it. Awesome. Rosie, awesome. Lots of good people in here today. All right. The first circuit that we did was to get us warm. We are in it now. So we're doing this sucker 3 times. This is gonna be your last time through. So go ahead and get ready. We're starting with those reverse lunges into your bicep curls. This is your last chance, guys, with these exercises, so push yourself, all right? Let's get ready. 5-second warning. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Step back and curl. Press up. Decide you're gonna nail every part of this as I wobble around. Don't do that. Focus, stick it. You can feel all the different things in your body working to keep you nice and still. Just like we did with your rows, squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back and keep them glued there the whole time. Good. 15 seconds left, guys. You're doing it. Knees are close to the ground. Almost touching, but not quite. That's how deep I want you guys going. 5 seconds. Really go for it. Last chance here, guys. 3. Let's get one more. And rest. Good job. Awesome. All right, moving into deadlifts. 10-second warning. Are you guys sweating too? I'm boiling today. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lock those shoulders and up. So we're shooting the bum back, squeezing it through. And almost think about using your glutes to pull you up. Good. Think about pushing that floor away from you. With your feet, try to get 3 points of connection going on. So your big toe, your baby toe, and your heel should be forming like a tripod. You can squeeze them all in towards each other. And you can feel things. So if you just try letting go and then engaging those 3 things, you're gonna feel more tension happening into your legs and your glutes. 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. All right, last one in the circuit. High pulls into extensions. You guys have just over 10 seconds. Start getting ready. Last chance for this, so really push yourselves. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and we're in it. Pull up and extend. Really focus on the glutes right now. Lock them in. Get those ribs tucked. So that aggressive exhale is gonna get those ribs down. You're gonna feel your abs engage way more when you do that. Then with your arms, I want you to think about leading up with your elbows, keeping them up high as you extend or straighten out. Okay? These guys do not need to go higher than shoulder height. In fact, you can keep them like an inch below your shoulders. That's gonna keep a lot of work in the delts, your shoulders, instead of in your neck. Okay, 3, 2, 1, done. Nice job, guys. All right, grab some water. Real quick, when you get back, I'll tell you what circuit number 3 is. And we're getting there, guys. How's everybody feeling? If we're thinking on that scale of 1 to 10 that we've been talking about, where 1 is you're sitting in bed doing absolutely nothing, 10 is you're working so hard you're gonna drop dead, and 5 would be like just going for a long walk together where we can easily talk together without panting as long as we wanted to. Where do you feel like you're at right now? So if you're anywhere below a 7, I need you to amp it up now, okay? We're not gonna go to level 10 today, we're not gonna go to level 9 today like we did in HIIT, but you guys should definitely be working between a 7 and an 8.5 out of 10. If you're not there, amp up the weight, go a little lower in some of the movements that we're doing, squeeze a little harder, go for it, okay? You need to be working in that zone for things to happen for you. All right, on that note, let's get rocking and rolling. Yeah, all over myself. Awesome. Okay, so we are moving to forward lunges now. So we just did reverse lunges. Now we're going to move into forward lunges. So all you're doing is stepping forward, back and together, forward, back and together. If you have knee issues when you're doing forward lunges, try doing it reverse instead, like what we just did in the other exercise. And if that is still bugging you, you can just go into some squats or some deadlifts. I'll show you more for that in a second, okay? But any knee pain, we're not gonna go there. Don't do it if it's bugging you. With your hands, you have got one dumbbell. It is going to stay pressed away from you. So you wanna try to keep your arms as straight as you can. That's gonna be hard, just a heads up. So it's gonna be in front of you. You're coming down into your forward lunge. You're holding them out, and you're gonna rotate to the side, back and front, press up to center. Down, rotate, center, back up. So abs are working super hard, arms are working super hard, back, glutes, legs, all of it. All right? If the lunge thing is not your bag and you're doing a squat, you can do the same thing. So just squat, rotate, in, up, squat, rotate, in, up. All right? Number 2, we've got laying dumbbell tricep extension in a glute bridge hold. So if you have pretty conditioned triceps, you can have one dumbbell in each hand. If your dumbbells are too heavy for that, you can share, just like what we did for the rows. So what you're gonna do with your body is set up in a glute bridge. This stays the whole time now. You're not moving at all, okay? With your arms, you're going to press up straight over your head and then angle them back a little bit. I'm just gonna move here a little bit, okay? So they're not dead on from your face, they're angled back just a bit and they're gonna live there. Then all you're gonna do is bend down so that they come to either ear on the outside and then squeeze up straight. But again, we're not coming all the way up. We're still staying on this angle, okay? If having one in each arm is too, hi Frank, is too challenging, then just take one and share it between 2 hands, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is static Superman holds with a W pull. So let me just move this thing. In your upper body, you're going to be on the ground and you're just gonna come up like this. So you're using your back to pull your chest off the ground. Excuse me, Frank, I'm obviously inconveniencing him a lot right now. Okay, so you're like this, you're gonna hold it. Your lower half is going to do the same thing. So you're up like that. You're using your butt to lift your feet, your knees off the ground. So basically, your body is gonna be like a book holding shut, okay? And you're gonna hold that. With your arms, you're doing this motion while you're holding the body in that Superman position, okay? So you're here, W, fully extend in front of you, W, fully extend in front of you. I am running out of space here, but if you have the room, keep your legs and your arms as straight as you can the entire time, unless you're pulling it. Does that make sense, guys? You'll see lots of reps in a second. So, quick recap. You've got your forward lunges with your rotations. Then you've got your laying dumbbell tricep extensions, where you have your glute bridge happening the whole time. And then you've got those Supermans with the W pulls. No weights for the last one. All right, let's get ready. So just one dumbbell for that first exercise. Here's our 5-second warning, guys. 3, 2, 1. Arms straight, here we go. Down, rotate, front, step. Don't rush this. This is one you need to do with tons of control. Otherwise, you miss out on everything. Really feel your obliques, the muscles on the side of your tummy, pulling you out to the opposite direction. Good. Belly buttons are in, slightly away from waistband. Good. Keep those arms straight. If your neck is starting to bug you, you can bring that dumbbell a little lower, But if you're good, try to keep it in line with your shoulders. Good. And rest. Nice job. All right, get ready to hit the deck for those tricep extensions. You're gonna hit a bridge with your lower body. 10-second warning. 6 seconds. Bum up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So back towards the ears and press. With your dumbbells, you want to make sure that they are not coming out. Your elbows are not coming out. Glue them in. So you want to have the width of the dumbbell in between your hands. If you're only using one dumbbell, you don't have to worry about that because you're already going to be set up. Good. Bend, squeeze. Should be feeling this in the backs of your arms. Don't forget about those glutes. Remember, even when you straighten up, your arms are still on that angle. Good job, rest. Okay, let's get ready for Superman with those dummy pulls. 10 seconds, guys. 7-second warning. Arms are straight in front of you. Chest is off the floor. Here we go. Squeeze and pull. Squeeze. Good. As you're doing these, you want to imagine bringing your shoulder blades straight down into your imaginary back pockets. Okay? Pull them straight down. Same with your elbows. Try to dagger them into the wall behind you. And try to keep your hands and your elbows in the same plane. So your elbows aren't coming way up like that or way down. Try to keep them level, as if you're sliding them across the top of the countertop. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. Round 1, done. Quick step if you need, super quick. We're going again. Anybody have any questions real quick? 6 to 7, Haley. All right, bump it up. Hi, Mel. All right, let's get ready. Round 2. So we're starting with those forward lunges and the rotations. You guys know what that felt like now? So if you have other weights, adjust accordingly so that you're working at that 7 to 8.5 out of 10, all right? 5-second warning. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down, rotate, back together. Pull everything in. Whatever leg is behind, that glute is squeezing under hard. Good. You should feel that good stretch across the front of the down leg. Knees coming close to the ground still, just like in those other lunges. And belly button is staying in towards spine. This is so much work for your core, you guys. Just staying straight up, keeping your chest up, preventing your back from rounding, like your body's working hard here. Good job. All right, get ready for your laying tricep extensions with your glute bridge. Ten-second warning. Frank is giving me the most disgusted look ever right now. He's not happy with me. 2, 1. Here we go. Angle them back and squeeze. Bend, squeeze. Really think about using the backs of those arms. Angle everything back. So nothing, your elbows are not pointing straight up. They're on that diagonal. You're gonna feel way more if you're doing it that way. Squeeze, slowly lower. That lowering part of the movement, I want you guys to try to make that the hardest part. So you're not giving into gravity, you're working against it. Good. Keep those elbows in close. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job, guys. All right, get ready for Supermans. This song reminds me of like every all-inclusive I've ever been to. It's kind of taking me back right now. All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze and down. So remember, you're trying to pull those shoulder blades straight back into your imaginary back pocket. Another great thing to think about is trying to create the longest neck you can by pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Good. So you should feel this kind of on the outside edges of your bra strap. Right by your elbows if you're squeezing them in towards the ribs. 8 seconds, guys, hang in there. Keep those knees off the ground. Try to keep hips off the ground. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. All right, round 2, done. We've got one more round of this. Then we're moving on to our core burst. Then you guys are out of here, all right? So super quick sip of water if you need. And we're gonna get into it. Last chance for circuit 3 to really give what you got. Then we can all get back to our exciting lives in isolation. All right, so give yourself a quick check. If you're below that level 7 out of 10, this is your chance to amp it up. Really get something out of this tonight, all right, guys? Here's our 5-second warning. Forward lunges with rotation. 2, 1, go. Down, rotate. Good. Bring that back knee close to the ground. Press that. Squeezing your back glute super hard underneath so that you get that intense stretch across the same thigh in the front. Belly buttons are into spines. And think about using your torso to pull you, to twist you over to the side. Not your legs. Your legs are keeping you sturdy. Your torso is twisting independently of them. 8 seconds. Get that knee down. 5 seconds, guys. Back knee down, down, down. Go for it. And rest. Nicely done. All right, last set of tricep extensions coming at you. So go ahead, hit the deck. Get ready to find that glute bridge. 5-second warning, guys. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember, you are going to resist gravity on the way down. Do not let gravity dictate what happens with those weights. You are in charge. It's gonna try to pull them down to the floor quickly. You are not letting it. Work against it. Feel the muscles in the backs of your arms starting to shake. Good. Squeeze those suckers straight. Stay back on that angle. Give your elbows a quick check. Make sure they're not flaring out. Width of a dumbbell between the two of them. All right. Glutes are up still. Don't get lazy through there. 2, 1, rest. Good job. All right. Last set in the circuit, guys. Crushing it. Get ready for those Supermans. 10-second warning. Here's 5 seconds. Glutes are going to go on in 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Pull. Squeeze. Bring those shoulder blades together and down. Squeeze it. Don't rush to the top part. Give it that extra hold at the top. Really feel what's happening. Good. This is such an amazing strengthener for the back and the shoulders. Putting us into the opposite position that we're in when we sit all day. Super important. If you ever want to be able to do a pull-up, this is a great primer for that. 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's get one more. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Stay there, guys. Squeeze, squeeze, and relax. Good job. All right. Better be seeing some 7.5s, 8s by now. How are we doing? You guys are kicking butt. If you're still with me, doing great. All right, go grab some water. We're moving into our final treat of the night. It's all core based. We're gonna be moving through things a little bit faster. So our timing is decreasing, but our intensity is gonna increase. We're gonna push a little bit harder to get through the exercises themselves. So with this, you guys are only gonna be working for 30 seconds, but there's only gonna be a 10-second rest in between exercises, which means you're gonna have to be on the ball and ready to transition quickly. It's not gonna feel like you can really do a lot of catching your breath in between, so just be prepared for that. All right, so exercise number 1, you've got a low to high chop. So with your dumbbells, I would choose something weighted light to medium for this. And if you've got like a regular set of dumbbells where you've got like the black rubber things on either side, you can grab it there. If you're working with weird ones like I am, then this is probably gonna work better for you. Just like what we just did for our forward lunges with the rotation, I want you guys to try to keep your arms as straight as you can for this, all right? So your low to high chop looks like low to high. Low to high. So I want you to just watch my legs right now, okay? So I'm in like a pretty wide squat stance. As I come down, I'm gonna bend both knees, and I'm pushing most of my weight into this leg. And as I'm coming up, I am powering up through the outside of this glute. So I'm really pushing through with the glute, pushing through with the glute, even into that little rotation this way. So just think about the legs right now. This is super important for the movement, especially as we turn up the gas on speed. So you should feel right in there working as you push up off the ground. Okay, with your arms, think about drawing an arc. So I'm here, and then I'm coming up and in front. This dumbbell is never gonna go behind my head. Look at what happens to my back. Dangerous, also abs are not on. It's gonna stay slightly in front. And all you have to do to feel that is tuck your butt under and get your ribs down. And automatically, you're gonna be pulled into that position. Okay, so your low to high chop is this. Buzzer's gonna go. You're gonna do the exact same thing, except we're starting on the other leg. All right? Number 3, reverse crunches. So I'm gonna break this down into 2 parts for you guys, and then we'll put it together. So part number 1 is just a regular crunch. You're bringing the top half of your body up. You're gonna aim your elbows that way, okay? Part number 2, you're doing the same thing, but with the lower part of your body. So you're bringing it up, you're aiming your knees this way, trying to lift that tailbone off the ground, using that part of your abs, belly button and below, and we put them together, they're gonna come into each other. So it's gonna look like this. Open, close, open, close. The whole time you're doing that, you're really focusing on keeping that lower back squished into the ground. So, so important. And then the last one is good old bicycle crunches. So same concept with keeping your lower back flush into the ground. Hands are behind your head to support your neck. Keep your elbows out of your periphery so they're way back. One leg is gonna come down. This knee is going to try to touch the inside of this elbow, or whatever that thing is, armpit, okay? And then switch. The whole time, especially as I'm transitioning here, and especially as that leg goes down to the ground, I'm keeping my back pressed into the ground so hard. If you don't do that, you lose all of it. Then it just turns into a hip flexor exercise, which we don't want. Okay, quick recap. You've got low to high chops, buzzer goes, low to high chops on the other side. Then you've got your reverse crunches, so bringing top to bottom and bottom to top. Then you've got your bicycles. All right, let's get ready, guys. This is the finale. Here's our 5-second warning. Get ready for those chops. 2, 1, here we go. Push off that bottom butt cheek. Use your butt to press you away from the floor and rotate you. Arms stay straight. Remember that dumbbell is not going to come behind your head. You're drawing that arc Gonna always stay slightly in front of your face, the very top of that movement. So outer side butt should be working hard, arms should be working hard, and abs. Rest, good job. All right, we got 8 seconds. We're doing the same thing, other side. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you guys might get your heart rates up a little bit more for this. We're using some big muscles and we're working a little faster, but I want you to think of this still more as strength, not cardio. So you're really going for control, really trying to nail every part of this movement. No momentum, control, engaging everything. You've got it all locked in. 3, 2, 1, rest, good job. All right, let's hit the deck. We got those reverse planks. 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. In and down. Go nice and slow on the way down. Force your lower back to stay in to the ground. No space. You're creating that letter C with the small of your back and pushing it hard into the floor. 7 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. All right, get ready for bicycles. 5-second warning, guys. Here we go. 2, 1. It's go time. Armpit to opposite inner knee. Good. You don't have to rush these. Rushing them is not going to do much for you. It's about strength, giving the muscles time to work against gravity. On the way down with that leg, make it suck. Embrace that discomfort. That's where the change is happening. Those elbows out of your face. 2, 1, rest. Good job. Okay, back to the beginning real quick, guys. Get ready for your chops. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up. Pump through those legs. Keep your abs so strong. Ribs are down. Belly button's into spine. Especially as you come down. Don't let anything spill out. Go that extra inch lower on the way down. Power up. You guys got 7 seconds. Feel everything working. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. All right, let's get ready. Second side. 3-second warning, guys. You got this. Here we go. Up. Press to the outside of that glute. It's gonna press you off the floor. It's gonna rotate you through into the top part of this movement. Arms are straight. If you're bending your arms, you are missing out on so much potential. Keep them straight. Do not cheat yourself. You got 5 seconds. No one's quitting early here, guys. All the way through. And rest. Good job. All right, reverse crunches. 3-second warning. Here we go. So close the book. Slowly let it fold open. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. You're really compressing that space between your ribs and your hips. Keep your lower back glued. I cannot stress that enough. Fight it. 3, 2, 1 more. Done. Good job. Awesome work. All right, let's get ready for bicycles. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Anchor that back in. Here we go. Every time you're crunching, look from side to side. That's going to add an extra level of fun for you. Don't forget to breathe here, guys. Exhale on the way down. Inhale as that's coming back up to you. You guys got 8 seconds. Twist, twist, twist. 3 seconds. Woo. Rest. Nice work. All right, get ready. Last round. This is it, guys. All right, let's go for it. I know things are getting real. This is when the magic happens, as soon as it starts to get sucky. 3 seconds, let's do it. 2, 1. All right, boom, we are in it now. This is it, finale. This is where you prove to yourself you finish things. All right, remember we're talking about creating that proof. Here's another one to add into that bucket. Push off the outside edge of that foot. Use that big, powerful butt cheek to push you through. Good, you guys got 5 seconds. Come all the way down. Don't be afraid to bend those knees. And rest, good job. All right, get ready, second side. 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Press through. Use that leg. That's your driver. Power. Arms are straight. Keep your belly button glued in, especially as you're facing down, especially as you're rotating through at the top. You're gonna feel that working in there. It's amazing. 7 seconds to go. Arms are straight. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, reverse crunches. 3 seconds. Here we go. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Bringing those hip bones into the ribs, ribs into the hips. Think about lifting your tailbone up, trying to touch your chin with it. Trying to touch your chin with your tailbone. Good. As your legs and your head go apart from each other, slow it down. Resist gravity. One more, guys. Done. Good job. All right, final set coming at us. Bicycles in 5 seconds, guys. Head in the game. Let's do it. Here we go. Twist. Twist. Notice that it gets harder to keep that lower back pressed against the floor. The further that leg goes away from your body, go to that scary place. Make it happen. Good. That was our halfway marker. You're almost there, guys. Twist it. Oh, it's burning. So awesome. That's when you know you're doing it. We got 3 seconds. Hang in there. 2, 1. Done. That's a wrap. Awesome job, you guys. All right, go grab some water. We'll hit up a little cool down together. How are you guys feeling? Do you guys get closer to that level 8, level 7.5 even, towards the end? Nice, good, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna clear myself a space because I made the biggest mess with my dumbbells. And then we'll stretch. All right. All right, let's go ahead and take a seat. I'm gonna start with a nice glute stretch. This is just one of my favorites. So we've been doing this one a lot for a reason. So try and hug that knee right into your chest. Try to aim this cheek down to the floor just by releasing in through that hip and that lower back there. And just nice deep breaths, you guys. Awesome job today. You guys did good. So we've done one with the resistance bands, one strength session with resistance bands, and one with some dumbbells or weights. What did you guys think about today? Was it as hard as working with the resistance bands? Harder? Same but different? You like it better? Oh yeah, okay. We always do this at the end of every session too. Go ahead and switch legs. I want you guys to think back on your workout and think about something that you're proud of. So sometimes that's just showing up. So if it was tough to actually tune in today and get your button gear, that counts for sure. Maybe it was something that was killing you, it was so hard, and you kept going until that buzzer anyways, you didn't quit early. Maybe it was one of those lunges and you got that knee down extra low to the floor, that squat, you held it for an extra second at the bottom. Anything that was a grinder for you, but you pressed through it anyways, or something that you didn't think you could do, but you did it. What are you proud of? You guys don't have to tell me. You can. I'm always interested in knowing, but mostly this is for yourselves. All right, we're gonna pop up for a standing quad stretch. Marsha, you dislike bands rolling down. I hear that. So annoying. Word. Next band workout, I'll try new ones. Yeah, the bands they are always gonna roll. The cloth ones don't roll as much. But I find you have to have a few different options with the cloth ones because they have way more tension on them. And even though you might be strong enough, like it just doesn't actually allow you to work through that entire range of motion in some movements. So yeah, having a variety is a good thing. All right, so we're gonna get into your quads now. So if you want something to hang on to for balance, you can go ahead and grab something. When you're doing this, I want you guys to think about trying to keep your knees close together. And we're not coming into like this yoga thing. You're tucking your butt underneath you. So you can just experiment with that. Let your butt relax and then tuck it. And once it's tucked, you are gonna feel way more of a stretch in through here. It's also gonna keep our knees safe, which, you know, is kind of important. Okay, keep squeezing. Another awesome thing that's happening here at the same time is we're getting a little bit of a stretch into that shoulder, into this pec. So always about efficiency. Good, couple more seconds here. And go ahead and switch. Guys, I'm just trying to give you lots of stuff to choose from here. You do not have to end your stretch when we end. If you want to go through each thing a few more times on every side, you can absolutely do that. Stretching is super important, so do what your body needs of you. All right, so use this as a template and then make it your own. Keep that back butt cheek clenched. Figure out what side's tighter here. Get after it for a couple extra seconds. You can also drop your ear slightly away from your shoulder. You're gonna feel a little bit more intense stretching through here. Couple more seconds here. All right, we're gonna go into hamstring stretch plus a lower back release. So nice wide stance with your legs. Palms are gonna go straight down to the ground. If you can touch, great. If not, just hang. You can bend your knees if you need to. And just relax. Nice deep breaths. Just chill. So you should feel this into the backs of your thighs. You might feel a little bit into your calves if they're super tight. That's okay. And then I want you guys to try something. So take your hands off and just see what side you naturally start to rotate your torso towards. So for example, if you see me, I'm going that way. I have way more mobility on this side, so I'm gonna take my hands and pull myself into my tighter side so I can work on those imbalances. Hold it, nice deep breaths, those deep Santa belly breaths. Let it out. Well, that felt good. That was the burst of life that I needed today. All right, let's get after some shoulders and triceps. So you're gonna take one arm across, pull it here. So a couple things are happening here. We're getting in through your delts, the shoulders that we worked in all this overhead pressing. They're stabilizing a lot of the movements that we did. And by pulling this across here, we're also starting to get into like this hemisphere of our backs. So give that a nice hold. Nice deep belly breaths. Tammy, feel it more when you're working with weights. Sweaty mess, nice, yeah. Yeah, I like my weights too. I think resistance bands are actually still pretty great in all honesty, but I think just like mentally for me, I like to just be holding on to a weight. All right, go ahead and switch sides. I was reading an article in the National Post today that said this whole COVID isolation thing might go into July, which is crazy. Not entirely surprising, but yeah, might be a while before we're training with barbells again. Hopefully things will look a little different. All right, we're gonna get after triceps now. How are you guys holding up? We did a little poll in the Facebook group today, see what everyone's situation was, whether you're working at home, if you were one of the people who got laid off, doing something else. Some people said they're going crazy, worrying and fretting. Totally understand all of that. So I hope that these workouts are helping a little bit with that, adding some structure back in where we need it, getting some feel-good hormones going. And I think one thing, like if you guys have been paying attention, it's crazy how much our daily activity is impacted by just being at home instead of being at the office, like, or wherever you work. Like little things like walking from your car into the building, or taking the train or whatever, or even like getting up from your desk and going to the washroom in the building. All those things add up to movement during the day. And if you're in your home, usually you're just not traversing as much ground. So your overall output's gonna be severely diminished. So these workouts are so important to try to keep things going a little bit for you. All right, last little thing, take your hands, stick them behind your back here, open your chest up, and look behind. Keep holding that, guys. I'm just gonna catch up on some of the comments here. Favorite part of workout was Frank's appearance during the Supermans. Yeah, like he always picks the most opportune times to waddle over. Depends how much people listen and stay home now, says Marsha, who is our resident physician. Yeah, should be interesting. But you guys use the Facebook group. Like I want this to be an outlet for us so we can stay connected and try to figure out how we can help each other. Like I know some people are okay with the COVID thing, like being at home is working out fine. Other people are going bananas. So let's really help each other. Let's try to keep it fun and spicy and make the best of it, even if it doesn't feel like the best right now. Let's really get in there and get creative. All right, thank you so much for showing up as always, guys. We're back here at 6:15 on Friday for HIIT. There's nothing on Saturday this week. I want to sleep in and do nothing in the morning. And then on Sunday we have mobility. So have a good night. You know where to find me if you need anything, and I'll see you guys all soon. Bye.